Thank you. How's it going? Hello? Listen, a lot of people have rock bottom stories, and they almost always involve alcohol or drugs. Mine does not, but I'd like to share it with you anyway. I did not lose my virginity until I was a senior in college. I was 22 years old. It's not rock bottom, but it's also not a point of pride. There's a lot of hand jobs up to that point in my life, and let's be honest, guys, getting a hand job is a lot like going to a modern art museum. You try to enjoy it, but the whole time you're just shaking your head going, I legitimately could have done this myself. So, I graduate college having slept with only one person, and I'm out in the world trying to do the one-night stand thing, and I'm figuring out pretty quickly that I'm not only bad at sex, but I'm aggressively bad, to the point where I would just finish immediately, which is very embarrassing. And what made it even worse is that I've been told I'm pretty well endowed, which is cool, but it's more disappointing in that situation when a woman sees something, looks like it would be a good time, and then that happens and everything's ruined. That'd be like going to play pickup basketball and you see a guy who's 6'7", and you're like, oh, let's pick that guy, he's got to be great at basketball. And then as soon as you pick him, he just comes in his pants. So I realized I need to fix this problem as quickly as possible. So I'm very furtively Googling cures for premature ejaculation, and it's just a lot of Google images of couples sleeping in opposite directions. But ultimately, I find a link to an ebook called The Ejaculation Master that promises to cure your problems 100% of the time, and it's available to download for $75. So I was like, what a deal. So I bought it, and as I'm reading through it, they tell you that you're supposed to try to masturbate and then stop yourself before you have to finish to learn stamina. But the best thing you can do to simulate how sex actually feels is to go out and buy a fleshlight. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar, a fleshlight is a male sex toy that is a rubber facsimile of a vagina that fits inside a flashlight-looking container. Now, the design is funny to me because it's meant to look like a flashlight so that nobody would know what it is. As if I'm going to take it home and proudly display it on my coffee table. And wait till people come over and they're like, hey Adam, cool flashlight. I'm like, thank you so much, but don't touch it. So, I decide I'm going to buy one of these puppies. So I find a sex shop and I walk in, and there are 4 varieties of the fleshlight, which was a surprise to me. There was vagina, anus, mouth, and my personal favorite, nondescript. Bizarre. So it's like a coin slot if you can't make your mind up. So I got the vagina one because, you know, I didn't want to be weird, and I bring it home. I'm reading through the directions, and they tell you that you're supposed to take the rubber part out and you heat it under hot running water so it gets warm. And then you put it back in the flashlight container, and then you have to add lube, which is sold separately, by the way, which I feel like they're gouging me on lube, that should be included. And then you have to either hold it or find some place to put it so you can use it hands-free, which is another interesting debate to have with yourself. Now, as I've started telling this story, the most common question I keep getting is, does it feel better than masturbating? And the answer is yeah. Physically, it feels better. But emotionally, it feels like the worst moment of your life. Guys, my point is this. You may think you've had a rock bottom experience. Maybe you stole from somebody to pay for drugs. Maybe you got a DUI. But there is no rock bottom more shameful than the shower you take after you just wedged a fake vagina between a mattress and a box spring. So I have a girlfriend now, and she is wonderful. She knows about that story, which is kind of amazing in and of itself. And I appreciate her a great deal because I've had shitty relationships before. Like, I was dating a girl one time who got into this very intense diet, which I was fine with, until she started incorporating all these cheat days, where she would still eat really healthy but fuck other guys. Not my favorite. The truth is, women can get away with things that men never could, because earlier this year, Bud Light aired a Super Bowl commercial called Ian Up for Whatever. It's a hidden camera thing where this girl walks up to a guy by himself at a bar. She's holding a Bud Light, and she goes, hey, if I give this to you, are you up for whatever happens next? And he's like, yeah, sure, and then he has the best night of his life. But if a man walks up to a woman by herself at a bar with an open Bud Light bottle, he goes, hey, if I give this to you, are you up for whatever happens next? That is not a Bud Light commercial, that's a public service announcement. Guys, I'm Mamawala. Thank you very much. Have a good night.